Welcome back to Golf Center. I brought David Lepore over from his table to talk to us a little bit today about ball position. Last week we talked about the grip and how to strengthen your grip a little bit and get a little bit more speed. Well, this week we have to make sure we know where the golf ball is in our stance so we ensure proper contact. David, we have 13 clubs in our bag that we swing. Hopefully we're not swinging the putter quite as hard as the other ones. But obviously every club is different, not only in length, but in club face and degrees of loft. So let's start with the shorter clubs today, okay? We'll start with the wedges, and let's kind of start around the 52-degree area and work down from there.
Okay.
A common thought for a long time is that with the shorter clubs, we like the ball a little farther back in our stance, maybe a little narrower stance so we're not really getting as much weight transfer, so we're able to come down into the ball a little bit more. What do you like to see when it comes to the shorter clubs in your players?
Well, before I talk about the ball position for the particular student, the number one thing that I look for with the student is where is the bottom of the swing arc? Because it could be off their right foot, it could be off their left foot, it could be in the middle. And so we have to establish where their club is bottoming out. And so if we take wedges, for example, I'll put the person in the bunker and I'll have them swing and I'll look to see where the divots are. I'll draw a line, we'll kind of find out where the club's bottoming out, and at that point we'll get out of the bunker, we'll go onto the wedge tee or the driving range and we'll put some golf balls down and we'll try to see where their club is bottoming out. If they're not transferring their weight and they're not shifting their weight very well, the bottom of their swing arc is going to be off their back foot. Guess where the ball position needs to be? Near their back foot. And so a lot of that is determined on the person's weight shift.
Their individuality.
Right, individuality. And as we get older and sometimes senior golfers don't have the best weight shift.
Seniors.
That ball position, whether it's a 5-iron or a wedge, it has a tendency to be more in the middle than any place, and it's because of where their balance is and where their center of gravity is, and obviously where the bottom of the swing arc is.
Got it.
So that's the first thing we do. The other thing we try to do is mention that their ball position is determined through their heels, not their toes. Because when they look down, they're looking at their toes and they don't really see the heels, so they think they might have good ball position.
And different people, David, do different things with their feet. Some will fork their right foot out a little bit more if they're tight with rotation here to help them rotate. Some will forward rotate out. Some are a little bit more straight-toed.
That's right. And so it can be a little deceiving. And we've had even tour players come and say, well, my ball position is this, and we show them, no, it's not. It's in a different spot. And so because of that, it's a little tricky, but we make sure they understand their ball position is determined through their heels, not their toes.
Okay, so one of the things we want to make sure that you do to help yourself, like David said, is go out there and make some swings and see where the club is bottoming out, so to speak. And that's not always a bad idea to do right before your shot. Get up there and kind of get set up where you think the ball should be. Make a little swing and make sure that ball or the club is bottoming out there, because if it's not, there's probably a good chance you're not going to get the strike you want. David, thank you so much for joining us this week, and we'd like to thank you for joining us right here on Golf Center. We'll see you next time.